Okay. Am I live? I think I'm live. Chat, where is chat? Chat should be there. Let's make that a little bigger. Alright. Go and spam this on Twitter real quick. Alright, that's that. And we can get down to business. Oops. I said, take it a little slower. Need to see chat. Let's get down to business. I say as I throw stuff across my desk. And I'm going to be working on a bestiary today. And by bestiary, I mean like an encyclopedia of birds. So, first I'm going to say, you need to construct something. And I'm going to say, I don't know, B00 robin. Because that's a bird. And then B01. I'm looking at my list over here. I have a list of birds. And the next one says, I can't read my handwriting, catbird. Because apparently that's a bird too, which I'm not familiar with, but the New Jersey State website said that was a bird, so I'm going to go with that. Next. Actually, I'm going to name this birds instead of bestiary. Whoops. Yes. All birds equals array add. Okay. So we're going to have an array. And this is going to mimic the format of these other construction scripts. We're going to be creating a bunch of items, well, not necessarily items, but a bunch of these things, array entries, objects which carry out data. And the data is going to take the form of, do I want the B00 prefix there? I don't really think I do. I'm going to leave that off. That is going to equal add bestiary page. And how about we name it Robin? I think its proper title is the American Robin. So it's going to be a Robin. It's going to, what else, what other information do I need to pass it? I'm going to give it a description, I think. Yeah, it's going to have a description, which I'll fill in later. Height is going to be, how tall is the American Robin? Let's open up another browser tab here. 9 inches, whatever. I want that in metric. 11 inches to metric. That's like 25 centimeters, right? 28 centimeters. All right. 280 millimeters then. It needs a weight stat. 2.7 ounces to grams, I believe. All right, 76.5 grams. 765 milligrams. It's going to have a description, which I can just leave as blank. And endangered species. I don't think robins are endangered species. Endangered species. All right. I came up with this in class, and instead of paying attention in class, and I hope it works. So this is going to be add bestiary page. Name. Is it height? Yeah, it's height and weight. And milligrams. Description. Endangered. So with, oops, because you can do this in GameMaker. going to fill out some values. Name is going to be argument 0, argument 0. Height equals argument 1. Weight is argument 2. Alright, next I just need to create this object. Hello, Demon Troll Shadow. I don't know how long ago you sent me that message, but I just now looked over there and saw it. How's your afternoon going? Or evening, or whatever time of day it happens to be. I don't even know what time of day it is where I live. Structs. Game data. Let's copy animation. Oops, I did not mean to close that. We just need name, flag, parent, summary, and height is 0, initializing it to 0, weight 0, status is false. Alright, and this should be a summary instead of description. One, because it's easier to spell, mainly because it's... my microphone is not working good. Is it working at all, is the question. If it's not working good, that's not much I can do about that because I don't have a better microphone. Let me listen to stream. If it's not working good, that's not much I can do about that. Alright, that's partially just how my voice sounds in real life. It's strange. And that's partially... let me see if I can adjust it on my head. Is this better? I hope this is a little better. If not, maybe in the business of a new microphone, but I'll worry about that another day. Should I unmute this again and worry about how it's going to sound if I unmute that? No, never mind. I'll just let people tell me. If it sounds like death, then that is something that I should probably worry about sooner rather than later. But when I listened just there, it did not sound like death. Yet. Keyword being yet. Where was I? I created this. Alright, so I think I can get rid of this prefix here. And whatever in the world catbird is. What is that? I must look at my notes. Gray catbird. Alright, I don't know its height or weight. I'm just going to set that to 0 for now. I don't believe that's an endangered species because I have not heard of it. It's not a Baltimore Oriole or anything like that. And, okay. Now what I need to do is I need to actually do something with this. How do I want to do something about this? These are going to be items, I think. Add item, or construct item. Hello, Ratchet again. How are you doing? Does my microphone sound like death? Because there has been one report of my microphone sounding worse than usual, and I'm a little bit worried. Not like worried enough to run out to the store to replace it with something else at this very moment, but just a little bit. Item pocket. Do I need all of these? I'm gonna replace card. Just a bit quiet. I can make it a little louder. Although that might make it worse because clipping and stuff like that. If it starts to clip because I just turned the volume up, let me know. Anyway, another item pocket. I'm gonna replace cards because I don't know what those are for anymore. I'm not going to worry about those. Sound effects and icons and stuff like that. It's better now, at least in your opinion. Okay, I'll leave it like that until someone else yells at me, and then I'll try and figure out what's going on exactly. Now, I am making a bestiary for the benefit of Ratchet and whoever else might have just joined in. And these are going to be item pages, I think. And my dog is snoring very loudly. I hope you can't hear that. I think in items, where did the item script go? Hello, item script. I need something all the way down at the bottom. This can be bestiary pages, and I'm going to go and auto-generate a couple lines of code. And by a couple lines of code, I mean quite a lot of code. Oops. REPL.it/python3. I think that's a, oops. I think that's the Italian web suffix. That should do it. All right, I've got a couple automatically generated enum entries. Yes, I do not want to save that. And all the way down at the bottom, what is this going to be? It probably does not help my case with the audio when I clear my throat every 10 seconds. But this is the robin. The next one was the catbird. I'm gonna have to look up exactly what a catbird is after this because I have no idea what a catbird is. I did not hear of it until I went and wrote down that list of birds native to where I live. That's that. Plural. I'm gonna pluralize the bestiary word instead of the robin. Pocket. There we go. Value. How much do I want these to be sold for? This can be sold for about 50 feathers or whatever. Level min that you find them automatically generated, I don't care. Max sprite 0 because I haven't assigned any item sprites yet. Item effect code. Okay, item power. The item power can be it's a generic integer value or floating point value or whatever that I pass to the items so they can do whatever they want. I think that can be it. Description. All right, I'm just going to leave that blank for now as well. Next, I need item effect codes.bestiary. I should probably define that. All right, I'm not going to override any existing ones, at least not now. And we can do this. Customization. This is not customization. This is that. I'm sitting on my feet, and my feet are now getting sore. Next, I should probably define that script. I'm just jumping from one part of code to another today. I usually do, but today worse than usual. Item show how. I think I can copy this. Item show bestiary page. And index is going to equal what do I want index to equal? This is the item power, right? I think. I don't know what exactly I'm expecting to get in response, but I think that's the item power. Showable items. I should probably copy this. And HUD bestiary page. That's the next script I need to define. chat stop scrolling or okay, so chat just is quiet right now. I was confused. HUD bestiary page is the next thing I want to define. It is not going to be found in there. GUI code. I'm just going to copy the summary, which I think is what I was working on last time. Let me see. Alright, so the background image is going to be this loose leaf paper thing. I really need a better loose leaf paper image. I should probably just scan one myself, but it'll have to do for now. And I can get rid of all of this, because I do not need this. I realize another thing that could be wrong with my audio is the way that I pronounce my letter S's, because it tends to be hard and I don't have a pop filter. Draw background, X, because I need a scale of 2, rotation 0, see white, alpha of 1. I think I can get rid of this. Oh no, this is the semi-transparent black image, black background that goes over the world, so that it's the background world is not quite as distracting. I do not need this flip because we are not going to be flipping any of these. I think width over 2, height over 4. Bird.name, and bird is going to be defined as that. It's going to take the index value that we passed it earlier. I need a comma there, don't I? No. This might be all that I need to actually run the game now. Do I want to run the game? Let's try running the game. See how this goes. This is going to take a moment to compile, or do whatever Game Maker does when it's saving for the yo-yo runner. Trying to clean off a little bit more on my desk so that I have more room to move my arms. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is more notes that I wrote in class apparently. Alright, well, that can be dealt with later. Let's load a game. And by that I mean don't play the opening cutscene, inventory. And let's add one of these. And see what happens when I try to use it. That is text running off of where it should be. How's the game going? The game is going okay. It just blew up my face. Trying to index a variable which is not an array. Oh, that's because I need to go and say that. My bad. Also, I apologize in advance for using the global var keyword. Because I know that that does not sit well with a lot of game maker gurus. But I did some speed tests and found that the global variables are faster to access than object variables, so I'll go with that. I probably shouldn't worry about that kind of speed test, but it does not matter. Next, I wanted to get rid of this bestiary Robin thing there and just call it Robin. Because the text was running off of the panel. Is there anything else? I could define the catbird. Let's define the catbird. Part of me wants to look up exactly what a catbird is like right now, but I probably shouldn't do that and disrupt the stream. Then again, I've looked up weirder stuff on stream. Somebody a few days ago asked me to look up an MMO, and I was like, okay, whatever, let's do that right in the middle of stream. And it had nothing to do with the task at hand. I think I can run the game now. Anyway, how long does it take to save the game? It is 3:39:06 right now, and I shall make note of what time it is when the game is started. That was only about 20 seconds to like compile all of the assets and stuff like that. That's pretty good. Of course, it would take longer if the texture pages and what have you were not cached, but it's still pretty good. All right. Inventory. Let's add a robin, and let's add a catbird. And the game is going to crash again, still trying to index a variable which is not an array, and I know why that is too. Then again, I said that last time, but if I come in here, I need to actually define the bestiary somewhere. Let's do it in here. This is an empty frame, an empty entry in the pause, the loading spinner thing. Oh boy. So Ratchet, how's your game going? Are you still kind of in the weird middle ground of trying to redo the whole thing from scratch? Because I know what that feels like, and that's a that can be either exciting or demoralizing, depending on how you look at it, I suppose. If you're still here anyway, Ratchet, because that's always the thing that may not happen. People might have to go somewhere, have a life outside of making games, unfortunately. I feel like that quote in particular by Winston Churchill pops up a lot. Anyway, whatever time this is the charm. There's really no need to add both of these items. Not that. Alright, so it's showing up properly, but it's not centered. It should probably be centered. We're not really redoing everything from scratch. We're changing quite a lot of things. Okay, well that's like halfway there. Let's see, I'm going to take a print screen of this. It's going pretty good, all things considered. I'm glad to hear that. It's better than what I'm doing half the time. Let's see, let's draw a line down the middle so that I can kind of frame this out. And maybe there. All right, let's do that. And I need to center the text for one. Let me see, how would I center text? I forget how to center text. It's something like draw, set, something like that, right? And then I'm going to want to, I'm going to say draw the bird's bio. Draw, set, font. Font, how about 16? It looks like 32 right about now. Yeah, it's probably 32 point text right now. Let's go with 16 for the subtext. And I just realized that stream is still active on my other screen when I was previewing it earlier, and that's mildly distracting, so let me go and pause that. Draw text, width over 2, height over 4 plus 32, bird dot, what's the other stat? Height. And I'm going to want to say that. We're going to do the same thing for weight. Then let's draw a line. It can come from there to there. Let's make that draw line width. So it's got a little bit of weight to it. And then draw text. We're going to probably want to say draw set v-align font alignment top. And then width over 2, height over 4 plus, what was it? What's the next multiple of 16? 80. Bird dot summary it is. What's the Okay, so we can take up 3/4 of the width of the page for the summary. All right, let's see what this looks like. I'm glad that it only crashed twice. And I'm glad that I didn't spend like a half an hour. My feet are really starting to feel sore because I'm sitting on them. I'm glad that I knew what was going on both times. It would have been nice if I had known what was going on both times at the same time so that it only crashed once. Or even better if I had thought ahead a little bit and that had it not crash at all, but what are you gonna do? Alright, people die when they are killed, so do birds. Let's go add a robin. I should probably also put like a piece of artwork down for the robin. Robin, use, and it's going to blow up my face. Oh, did I really write 1-1 instead of LL? That is hilarious. I don't know how I did that. The L and the 1 keys aren't anywhere near each other on the keyboard. Good job, Dragonite. Let's see, anything else? Any other relevant notes that I have for myself? I think I can cross these things off the list for the time being. On use bestiary page, you can see a single page entry of whatever it is. I think that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I wish I had a webcam so I could show exactly what I was reading. Inventory. Okay. So the alignment is alright. Yeah, the alignment's alright. The line could definitely be a little bit longer. How about instead of 32, let's make it like 96 or something, 96, so 192 width in total. 96, 96. And because I'm gonna go look up a quick Wikipedia of the robin right now. I guess this will give me an excuse to look up the gray catbird later on. It's migratory songbird. A red and an orange and black, orange and gray migratory songbird of North America. Okay, let's go with that. I could write more, but I'll save that for somebody who is actually good at writing. It is not me. Now, what else did I want to do? I should probably... I'll worry about the picture of the thing later. Yeah, I'll worry about the picture of the thing later. How does this look? Right now I'm just worried about where the text is going to show up. Ooh, cool. I've been streaming for a half an hour and I have dropped 0 frames. That's unusually good. I like it when I drop 0 frames. I remember when I was streaming off the old laptop that could barely hand video recording, let alone streaming. And I would drop like 40% of my frames whenever I tried doing that, and it was not fun. Even when I was doing tame stuff like Game Maker streams, as opposed to actually playing video games. Good times. Let's see, inventory, bestiary pages. Alright, that doesn't look horrible. The loose leaf page could stand to be somewhat higher resolution, but that doesn't look horrible. Of course, the height and weight don't have units, and I suppose I should tackle that next. I know I have a converter between metric and imperial units script somewhere. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's somewhere in the library folder. The line could still be a little longer. So I'm going to... Oops, I did not mean to do that at all. So I'm going to go and make this LW. Make it 128. What is my my measurement code? Math measurement. Mm to inches. To, wait a minute. If, I think, okay, so measurements is a global variable that's either imperial or metric. How do I, what is default measurement? Misc.imperial. That is not how you spell else. Var ht equals to inches. For dot height, var wt equals grams to ounces. It's got to be divided by 10 because I set the weight measurement in milligrams instead of grams. Okay. I need a close curly brace there. Else, if measurements are metric, var ht equals string of bird dot height plus oh, what would it be? It would be centimeters. No, it's got to be divided by 10 because again, it's millimeters. Var wt equals string bird dot weight divided by 10 grams. All right, I should probably cast this to a string. This is going to be inches. And this is going to be ounces. Could probably abbreviate that. Is centimeters abbreviated with a period? I don't think it is. I think it's just a freestanding cm. For that matter, I'm not sure if grams is either. Anyway, that should be good. I should be able to run the game now, switch between the two measurement systems and have the correct number pop up. And my knees are sore. That's probably also a consequence of the way I was sitting on them earlier. I take very good care of myself, guys. Alright, I don't really have that many more notes related to the bestiary. Alright, I can worry about that later. First, what I'm going to worry about now. Take the robin. Bestiary pages, and alright, 11.2 inches is the average height, and 2 ounces is the average weight. Is that correct? Alright, 2.7 ounces and 11 inches. Is that right? 11 inches? That's almost a foot tall. That's a big bird. Oh, that's length. I want the height. Size? That is a bloody huge robin. 12 to 16 inch wingspan I could see, but I was expecting like 4 inches. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna leave it like that and let the whoever does research on this get proper measurements. Anyway, if I go to settings, gameplay settings, go to metric for the measurements. Alright, 28 centimeters and 76.50 grams is the output. That is a telephone, which I should probably go and answer. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, that was nothing important. Now, what else do I want to do? I am going to... I'm going to put this in its own script. And... Welcome back. Thank you, Ratchet. I'm going to put this in its own script. Draw... bestiary page. I think I can close out of my math. And, it's graphics. Draw bestiary page. And because I'm, the reason that I'm doing this rather is I will see momentarily. Wait a minute, I want to pass it the index. And alright, let me run the game and hope nothing blows up. The reason I'm doing this is that I'm going to have like a collection book, which lets you see all of them and like scroll through them without having to just view the individual pages. Hopefully that won't be too much of a pain to maintain because I get to reuse code via scripts as opposed to copying and pasting code. We shall see in a moment. If it blows up, I'll just fix it. If it doesn't blow up, then well, good for me. I've saved a little bit of time. Let's see, let's come here. Not there. Alright, good. And I can hit back, use back, use back. I'm having too much fun with this. Alright. Not sure what I should do about the like endangered species thing. Maybe if it's endangered, I'll put a little emblem up here or something like that. But I'll worry about that later. I'll confer with my partner in crime later on. Plural, because I now have a second person I am working with. Anyway, I can get out of there. Next, I'm going to be implementing another item. Where is a const item? Is there a... I was going to originally have a card book, which is like trading cards, like baseball cards, with various random stuff on it, and then I decided that a bestiary of birds would probably be better. So I went with that instead. Alright. I don't know why you would have two of them, but never mind. Item effect codes dot. Alright, item effect codes dot open bestiary. Let's see, it's going to be a book. And I'm going to want to define, not in there, we're going to want to define the item effect. Open bestiary. My fingers are going to be so tired of typing that word by the time I'm done with this stream. Item, show card case. I do not want the card case. I can actually, in fact, get rid of this, I think, because I do not need it anymore. I can also get rid of key item card case, or I can just retrofit it. That would probably be faster. Alright, so there's bestiary and there's bestiary page. Alright. That should be good. I can close out of this. Can I? Did I actually finish renaming that? I did not rename that. Alright, that's going to be important, because otherwise the game would have crashed, and I would have had no idea why. Alright, now I can come down... Key items, card case. Instead of doing this, HUD cards. I can do this. I'm going to drag the sun over to my other screen so it's not in the way. Oh, this was a Pokédex relic. I do not want Pokédex relics here. Key item. Yes, I would. Oops. That is, I believe, a glitch. When you rename an object in GameMaker Studio 1.4.1757 and hit enter, it will close any code actions. For some reason, I'm not sure why. Start position, I don't need that. Render as HUD bestiary page is 0. I should probably populate an array of, or a list, or a DS list or something like that. I don't want draw, I want destroy. Control. I should probably populate a list. Oh, you know what I can do? I did this in the item customization thing, but I can just grab an array, inventory populate array of ipox.bestiary. What happened to my focus there? Ipox.bestiary. Alright, and I can get rid of that because I don't need it anymore. And pages is going to be is going to be that. We'll see how this goes. I'm just going to go and add an empty bestiary to my inventory with nothing in it, no pages in it or anything, and I'm going to see what it does when I open it. It's going to show a message of some sort. Right, we're going to show a message. Oh wait, why am I even telling the computer that when it's not even loaded? My head's not in it today. Not that it is ever, but I'm just making a note of that. Where is the bestiary? Here. Okay, it's in books. I would like to actually use it. Alright, that's not letting me use it. Why is it not? I think I can close this for now. I'm going to move this to my other screen for now. I'm still at 0 dropped frames 45 minutes into the stream. That's really good. Where is, I think I can minimize the editor thing too so that there's, less stuff on my screen. I can minimize cutscenes, I can minimize the add stuff, I can minimize the constants folder. Item effect. Alright, so it's going with this. it's instantiating one of these, which should be running some code and popping up a message. Alright, that tells me that somewhere in here, did I forget to assign the item effect code to the bestiary? Item effect codes that open bestiary. Nope. That's odd. What happens? What happens when I do that? Well, we've hit just a little bit of a roadblock. Hopefully it won't be anything that bad. Hopefully the game will load before tomorrow. Hello, Space J. How are you doing? How are you doing this fine Friday afternoon or evening or whatever it happens to be? I am just sitting here making a bestiary of birds and trying to figure out why nothing happened when I went and tried to open it. All right, this is nothing is happening when I am saying this. Why is that? So this code isn't running. Item show bestiary is not running. Unless it's being overwritten. Still the same as yesterday. Okay. That's nothing has gone horribly wrong since then, I suppose. Why is this not working? Is it being overwritten in here? Oh, it is. I don't know why I have that twice, but that would explain why the problem was occurring. Alright, I don't need the extra show message in there. That'll just be annoying. What am I doing right now? I am creating a bestiary of birds. Because this is a game about birds, and you might as well have like little bios on all of them. Because, I don't know, because I thought it was a good idea at the time, alright? Anyway, this should actually do what I want it to now. Laziness is nothing more than the habit of resting before you get tired. I have not seen that one pop up yet. So, furthering my theory that the game is showing some of these intro things more often than others. Alright, let me go and add one. Here it is. And when I open it, when I have no pages in it, alright, it's going to crash because it's the bestiary code is actually yeah. Let's get rid of that. And I'm trying to think. I'm gonna move this over again. I don't need the show message array length 1D anymore. Exactly how does this work? Alright, so this is the number of items you have in a particular pocket in the bag. Should probably change the way this works just a little bit. For size equals that. Oops, I can just say if size is 0, turn array, without actually adding anything to it, because that'll just waste time. And I actually will want this message just one more time so that I can see what the size of the array that it returns is. Alright. I have run out of things to talk about. Hopefully the game will give me something. Today. Alright, there we go. Inventory. Are you going to turn this RPG multiplayer online? Yeah, right. I have no interest in online programming, and I don't think this would make a very good one of those anyway. Alright, so it's still showing a array of size 1, even though it should be empty. Oh, I know why. It's because of the way array add works. Alright, well, I was taking that for granted as something that was doing what I was supposed to, but you could, I suppose you could say it is, and I'm just not treating it the way it's supposed to be treated. Let's go instead to bestiary pages. Now books, bestiary, use. Alright, so now it says there are 2 things in here. Okay, I think I know what to do with this. I think I know what to do with this. Close that. I can close this. I can... Do I want to close this or do I want to just leave it off to the side for now? I'm going to pilfer code. One, we're going to take this part. This is the paper. This is the code that actually draws the page, and if there is anybody here, Space J, who would like to see exactly what the bestiary looks like, I will get to show you in a minute. I like the chicken from the cage, haha. I don't even know what kind of bird those are supposed to be, but they're in the cage, so I guess we can call them chickens. Sure. I should just label them all chicken, and let people figure out why they look. They look, more than anything else, they look kind of like doves. But yeah, I should do that just to confuse people. Label them all chicken. Now, if that is true, else, if that is true, I'm going to draw some text, and it's going to say, I should probably align this. You have no I'm going to say that, -1, and the width is going to be whatever this expression is. Else, else that. And let's see. This should work. I said that about almost everything that I run. Very rarely do I expect my code to not work, but this should work. And it should, the game should inform me that I have no bestiary pages at first. I'm suggesting to put a name tag above NPC. They kind of are. When you get close to an NPC and look at their collision box, they will show a name. Some of them are serious names, some of them are not serious names. I don't really want to have a floating name tag, like that you can see from a distance. Like if I were to walk up to this guy, generic named NPC, if I were to walk over to this guy, it would say your boss. I think this guy's the keymaster. Yeah, this guy's the keymaster. And I am stuck on you. Let me see. That is NPC name tags. I was looking for one of these, wasn't I? Inventory, books, bestiary use. Okay, that is not aligned properly. I should move that down a little. But now, if I were to add the robin, not do that, but do this, we have American Robin. Okay, I should probably add a blank page that's like a cover. I could add a blank page that serves as a cover. These stray pixels in the middle of these holes in the paper are really bothering me. Alright, well, I'm just gonna not look at that right now. And what do I want to do with this? First, I don't have a way to scroll through them, so I should probably add that. We're gonna center that text so that it is not flying off the page. Do I still need this up? I don't think I still need this up. Instead, I'm going to go look at some of the other code that I have. I'm going to look at the summary, borrow some code from here. I have input prompts. Alright, so this is going to be next and previous, and there's going to be a back as well. Oops, I did not mean to close summary. There's going to be back, h minus 160, h minus 64. Alright, so 160, 256. These are going to be the button prompts. I should probably draw like page numbers at the bottom too, so you can see how many you have. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should draw a table of contents for like quick access. I'll do that later. I might do that on my own time. If get... No, that won't work. Is it pad L? I think it might be pad L as in D-pad. What's the code here? P right and P left. Alright, so if you go left, let's see, I'm trying to think, that would be a back. Page equals page plus minus 2 mod Alright. I think this should work. Else if right. Oh, we know what? That should be P left. This is just going to be plus 1. And this is going to be array length minus 1. Because there is an extra floating one at the end, and extra floating one at the end, and I don't know why. Alright. Oh, this should be page number. Is that going to do it? I think that's going to do it. Let me go and define the third one. What's my next one on my list? I have Northern Mockingbird. Alright. Those, if I recall, are songbirds. Height, weight can be initialized to 0. No description. Endangered species equals false. Next I need the item. Where is the, I can close graphics now, can't I? I can also close model templates because I don't need that either. Alright. Bestiary Mockingbird. I want to say these are like blue animals, but I'm not sure what color they are. I don't know, I might be confusing them with a blue jay. Should probably pluralize that properly. Alright. Alright, so let's run the game. And my chair is squeaking again. Like, I make the slightest movement and my chair starts squeaking. And my dog is scratching her face in her sleep and she looks hilarious. Dog, what are you doing? Alright, whatever. The game has started. Always go to people's funerals, otherwise they won't go to yours. I love these quotes on the loading screen because they give me something to talk about while the game is starting up. Anyway, I am in need of... What am I in need of? I'm in need of an album. One of these. And I'm in need of 3 of these. Oops, somebody's name tag is popping up through the debug screen. Inventory, books, bestiary. Let's use this. Robin, catbird, mockingbird, robin, catbird, mockingbird. Alright, they are cycling properly. Mockingbird's name is sort of flowing off the page, but that is okay. I can fix that, I think. I can make the text smaller. Let me see. Draw set H-line center, draw set font 20, I think is my, is it 20 or 24? It's font 20. That is the name tag. Let's see, what else do I want to do before running the game again? I don't know if there's much else that I want to do. I could just spend the rest of the stream just adding birds to the bestiary. I don't know how interesting that would be, though. I could do the title page, at least. Sure, let's do the title page. Let's see, first I'm going to need to pretend that there is something in here. Why don't you try your old paper instead of modern white paper? Like parchment? I could do that. I don't know if I have a texture for that. Let me go look. UE. Where's That's not what I'm looking for. That would be in characters. Oh, here, newsprint. That is a placeholder graphic. Let me go see if I have I'm pretty sure I have a parchment-looking texture somewhere. Parchment, here we go. I have no idea where this file came from. I don't know if I made it or if someone else made it. Probably someone else made it and I just pulled it off the internet, so I don't think I should keep this. But we can see what it looks like as I load up my ancient history Photoshop. I could go on Google and look up like how to make parchment texture. You know, let's do that. That sounds like fun. Alright, how in the world would I do this? Wood, I'm not looking for wood. Parchment. Alright, so I need some kind of grayish color. Or scroll paper. Yeah. You mean something like this? Perhaps without the words on it, obviously. But something like this, I think. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Let me see. I will be ignoring chat for just a few minutes. Oops. But I am going to go and look at how to do this. What is the size of this? 212 by 275. That is the size that I need. And I need some kind of off yellowish color. Maybe something like that. And second layer, and render some clouds using your base color in conjunction with a darker shade. Let's actually make this a little lighter. And the darker shade can be what I had before, more or less. It said make another layer, didn't it? Let's see, filter, render, clouds. I should probably, I should probably make this way bigger. 424 by 550. I'll scale it down 50% later on. Let me see. Render, clouds. Alright, that's better. For the top layer, duplicate your clouds and go to filter gallery and add some of the texturizer filter and the paint daubs filter. Alright, I can do that. Filter gallery. Texturize, something like that. And paint daubs. I imagine that's an artistic. Paint daubs. Alright. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Ooh, that was horrible. I don't like that very much. Can I turn that off? Oh, it makes it softer. Alright, let's run with that. What's next? Now take your top two layers and drop them each around 30-40% opacity. Oh, was I supposed to create another layer? Oh, I was supposed to create another layer. Alright. Make little rips on the edge if you want. That might be beyond what I know how to do, but I will see about doing that. Alright, that looks good, I think. Wait. What happened to the render clouds? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Filter. Oh, I can't do that on an empty layer? That's stupid. It's actually not stupid, but... Filter gallery. No! Stop that. Alright, that looks a little better, I think. It's more high contrast anyway. Take the top two layers and drop them around 30-40% opacity. Add no shadow, set color burn the whole document until you come up with the effect seen below. Alright. I know how to do that. What's color burn? Color burn is in there. Ooh. It said drop the opacity. I liked it better before. Can I take the texturizer and make that a little sharper? Make the relief a little... Ooh, no. We are not doing that. That's better. And I think it said... it said add a little... an inner drop shadow or something like that. Where's inner drop shadow? I know that's in here somewhere. This could be it. Let's try that. I don't really like that. Can I just have the regular effect, please? No? Filter gallery? Or rather, effect gallery? Why is it... It's not letting me modify it in here. That's funny. Alright, well I guess we're not doing that. I feel like... What about this, God forbid? That looks dreadful, but it might be dreadful enough to work. Like, as if it's pressed over the edge of a... Let's make the bevel like 8. As if it's pressed over the edge of a board or something like that. That might be insane enough to work. It said color burn. Yeah, the color burn doesn't really do much for me, I don't think. Alright, let's merge that. Select all. and copy it into Game Maker. I'm going to want to resize this and scale it down. There we go. And not that. Let me take, where's the other bestiary code? Here. No, here. Alright, we're gonna draw this instead of the other one. Let's see how that looks. It may look dumber than before, it may look better than before, I have no idea. Looking at how to make little rips on the edge is something that I probably should do in Photoshop skills, but I have no idea where to even start for that, and I'll look into it tonight or something. Hopefully, I said I would do something last time off recording, and I forgot to do it, but thank you, Squeaky Chair. Pizza. I feel like eating pizza today. I don't have any pizza, but I feel like eating it anyway. What did I just do? Oh, I hit quit instead of play. Something of that nature. You know what? I'm ditching the chair altogether. Don't mind me, dog. I'm just going to be sitting up here on my knees. And my knees are going to be getting very sore, but it's better than having a squeaky chair. That's another quote that shows up a lot on this title screen, on this loading screen. Alright, so we're going to load. I need one of these. I need 3 of these. Well, one of them each, rather. That's an unused. Inventory. There is literally an unused in my inventory. That's nice. I should probably have not done that when I programmed the... Okay, that actually looks good. That actually looks good. Thank you for suggesting that, Space Jay. Of course, it blew up because I did not know what I was doing, but alright. Instead of saying... page number -1... Alright, let's see. I'm going to borrow this. That is not where I wanted to paste that. And instead of saying whatever this says right now, it's going to say that. Yay, you did something good. It was a good idea. It looks better than the loose leaf paper. Quite considerably better, I might add. Let me see. Of course, that's if I had spent more than like 10 minutes on it, I would probably have something that looks even better. But I'm in a hurry right now because I don't want to have a stream waiting for that long. So, I'll see if I can work on it more later and make it look better. And like something that's, I don't know, a little less, oh look what I can do in Photoshop-ish, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I think this should start with a page number equals 0. Alright, let's try this now. If this works, I'm probably going to end stream because I have to do some, like, real-life stuff today, again. Which is a shame because it says there are 4 people watching, and I think that's like a record for me. And, anyway, we'll see. If several people decide to, spam the chat with things that they want me to do, I'll change my mind, but we'll see. Thank you all for showing up and watching, by the way. I'm doing this kind of off hours, although today is a Friday instead of a weekday, and I wasn't sure if anybody would be showing up at all. And I was pleasantly surprised. Let me see, the bestiary is down here. the pages that go in the bestiary are down here. I really could use some artwork for these birds, but I don't know where to get like Creative Commons or public domain images of robins and catbirds and stuff. Here, birds of North America. Ooh, you know what? I know what. And that font is not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. I know what. The input draw, like down here should be, there we go. And I think I want 12-point font. Let's try that instead. Today, game. Okay, here we go. This is becoming quite a routine. Bestiary. My fingers are like getting tired of doing the same thing over and over again, and they're starting to rebel on me. But anyway, not that. Inventory, bestiary, birds of North America, robin. Alright, here we go. This actually looks better than I was hoping it would on the first try. The alignment on these things are slightly off when I'm inside the bestiary, and I think I know why. And I'm going to go and correct that right now. FA middle. But aside from that, I think I'm done with this, at least for the time being. If anybody, again, has any more suggestions for things that they want me to do, let me know in the next minute or so. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream. And again, thank you all for watching. I am going to go and have to do a little bit of cleaning and emptying the dishwasher and things like that. I'm making a list in my head right now. But my name is Dragonite. I hope you have a fine Friday evening, night, afternoon, whatever, and I will see you all later.